If you're using Claude Code just to write cold emails, you're wasting it. I keep seeing people open the terminal, paste their offer in, and ask it to spit out a cold email. The output comes back sounding like every other AI email in the inbox, and then these people end up spending more time fixing that AI written email than if they were to just write that thing themselves. And that is not the play. That's not how you're supposed to use AI. Where Claude Code and other tools like it earn their keep is in doing the boring, painful work that nobody wants to do. Researching and qualifying lead lists, scoring accounts before you send emails, figuring out which angles are going to work for which segments, maybe even reading through thousands of replies to detect patterns, building custom assets, custom lead magnets for your prospects. All of these things that used to take tens of hours a week can now be done within 5 minutes. And in this video, I'm going to give you 5 workflows, each one of them with a concrete, well-defined output, and I'm going to show you exactly how to build them out on Claude. So let's dive in. Now, before we start, Claude in itself is not built for research at scale, right? If you ask it to go and research 1,000 companies, it'll be super slow and eventually it'll start giving you inconsistent information. So the setup that works is actually using Claude as the brain, the orchestrator, and then pairing it with lots of other tools using APIs and MCPs. A super simple workflow could be something like this, where you start by using Serper to identify your target accounts. Then you use Firecrawl to scrape all of their websites to identify things that you can talk about in your email. Then you combine both of these to score your accounts. Next, you need to find decision maker contact information. So you use something like Prospeo or Apollo to identify the decision makers, maybe get their LinkedIn profiles or their first name, last name, and then LeadMagic or Find Email to get verified email addresses if Apollo or Prospeo weren't able to give it to you already. Whereas with Claude, because you're using Claude as the brain, all you need to do is connect these tools to Claude, let it go through the API documentation, and figure out what's the best way to make the right API calls, to connect the right APIs to help you get to the outcome that you want. Now, don't get me wrong, I still use Clay for a lot of things, but for many of our workflows, we've moved to Claude Code for 2 reasons. First is speed. Claude Code can spin up multiple workers that can all run in parallel, whereas Clay has its own limits and it processes rows super slow. Whereas with Claude, we can spin up lots of different workers and get everything done quicker. Second is cost. Obviously, Clay credits cost significantly more than if you were to just directly call the APIs for the tools that you want to use. Using Claude instead of Clay allows us to not have to pay for credits and actually cut costs significantly. Now, let me give you 5 workflows that you can build. The first one is building your own research and enrichment pipeline instead of having to do it manually or waiting on Clay tables. So you start with a raw list, maybe something you scraped from a directory, maybe something you exported from Apollo, whatever the source is. Let's say you have a list where maybe you don't have all the domains or you don't have LinkedIn URLs, or maybe you're not sure if all of the prospects or accounts are from the right industry, right? With Claude, you get to skip a lot of that. You drop in the raw CSV file and then you tell it what you need. So in this situation, your instruction would look something like this. You would ask it first use Serper to Google all of the companies and find missing domains. From that same Google search, you will also extract information about that company, and that will then be used to score each account. If you wanted more personalization, you could optionally use Firecrawl to scrape all of those websites and then use that content to create personalized first lines or use cases or whatever you want to do. Then you tell it to use your favorite enrichment waterfall tools, whatever you have a subscription to. Could be LeadMagic, could be TryKit, could be Find Email, whichever provider you want to use. And then you just let it run and do it for you. Usually Claude will do the first 5 or 10 rows for you. It'll show you the output. If the output looks good, you approve and you let it build the rest of your list. So you went from a raw unfinished list all the way to decision maker contact information with just one screen open in front of you and without having to click like a million buttons. Look at this. Here's an example file, right? You see here every row in the output has a confidence score which shows which sources were used. You can see at a glance where the data is good and where it's shaky, which means when you're plugging these leads into email campaigns, you're not sending to leads with garbage contact data. And you were able to build this list much faster than what Clay would have allowed you to, because you could ask Claude to spin up 5, 10, 15, 20 workers to run in parallel so that the same list finishes in a fraction of the time. And with Clay, you are limited by whatever RPS limit Clay allows, whereas here with Claude, you are only limited by your vendors, by your software provider's rate limit. And if you were to use something like LeadMagic, they have crazy high rate limits, which means you can enrich your list super fast. Another benefit to enriching your list using Claude is that you can explain in natural language if you want to use different logic for different types of lists. For example, I can tell Claude Code to use Firecrawl first for healthcare leads leads because I know that using Prospeo or Apollo to grab LinkedIn data is not going to be super useful for a list of healthcare companies. Whereas if I was targeting SaaS, I would ask Claude to first use Prospeo instead of Firecrawl. So the point being, when you create waterfalls using Claude Code, you can get your waterfalls to adapt to your list and to your industry much easier. Now let's talk about the second workflow, which is probably the most underrated workflow in this video, because most people running outbound campaigns send emails to their whole list simply because they built it and the sunk cost fallacy kicks in. But a 5,000 lead list with 2,000 bad fits isn't really a 5,000 lead list. It's a 3,000 people lead list that is getting dragged down by the remaining 2,000. And when you email people who are not a good fit, your reply rate tanks, people mark your emails as spam, your domain reputation sinks, and you end up incurring infrastructure costs over the long run. Not only that, if some of these leads do end up getting through, it now wastes your salespeople's time because now they're taking calls with people who were never going to buy. So the fix to all of this is scoring your list before you send emails. And the way Claude Code does this is genuinely different from anything else I've used. Now, a lot of you might be thinking again that, hey, Clay has a scoring function too. It does. But when it comes to scoring, the difficult part is not the scoring itself. It is figuring out what are the criteria to use to score your accounts and your leads. And this is where Claude Code comes in super clutch, because with your list, you don't even have to know what are the criteria to score the list. All you need to do is feed your list of accounts to Claude Code. Ideally, you would want these accounts to have some level of enrichment so that you have their website descriptions, summaries, or at least their websites. And here's the prompt that you need to use with Claude. Ask it to randomly sample 1% of your list and your target ideal customer profile. Vet that 1% sample for being a good or a bad fit for that offer and that ICP. Score that 1% sample from 1 to 10, with 10 being ideal fit accounts and 1 being completely unqualified. And you leave it at that. Now, the beauty of this is when Claude goes through just 1% of your list, it's going to be smart enough to automatically detect the reasons a company is or isn't a good fit for your offer. And it's going to provide you with explanations on why it believes a company was or was not a good fit. So now all you need to do is read through the reasoning it provided to you. And if you agree with that reasoning, ask it to just use that same logic for the rest of the list. If you disagree with that reasoning, give it the correct reasoning and then ask it to repeat the process on a different 1% sample. Now, this is super powerful because if you were to do this manually, to be able to come up with your scoring criteria, you would have to manually research 10, 15, 20 leads and then use the information that you find on their websites to establish rules for scoring. And unless you have scoring rules, you can't even use a tool like Clay to assign scores to accounts because you need to come up with those rules manually. Whereas with Claude, you can just let it come up with the scoring rules and also have it do the scoring once the rules are established. Now, this matters because most people either skip scoring entirely or they spend hours in Clay trying to build scoring columns before they've actually looked at the list. And Claude Code reads actual website content and reasons about the fit. So here's an example. Every row in this output has a score from 0 to 100 with reasoning written next to it and a case study matched to that account type. Take this row for example. Kestrel SEO score 89. Reason local SEO for home service businesses, exact match to our restoration HVAC agency case study. Whoever writes the sequence for this account now already knows which proof point to reference. Then here's another file with all the exclusions, right? This one, Trellis Outbound, this company has been scored 15. And the reason for that is because they are a direct competitor. Now, Claude Code was able to capture this information. Like it understood that this company was a direct competitor just because we gave it our offer and ICP, right? So these are the kinds of things that often slip through even when you're manually reviewing a list. So the big conclusion from this is use random sampling to come up with the scoring rules. Once you're happy with the scoring rules, score your list and only reach out to accounts that are decidedly good fits. Workflow number 3, discovering the best angles for your list. This workflow has helped us turn around quite a few of our outbound campaigns. You know, the default mistake a lot of people make is jumping straight from list to copy. You've got 10,000 prospects on a spreadsheet. You sit down, write an email, maybe 2 emails, pick the one you like and launch. And nobody ever looks at what those 10,000 prospects had in common. Nobody asks which patterns show up across the list, what these businesses are dealing with right now, or what case study would have suited each of these businesses the best. And that is what this workflow allows you to do. So So instead of sending one email to a list of 10,000, you hand Claude Code a list of all of your accounts. It analyzes each account using Firecrawl and Serper to fetch their Google search and website content. And then it looks for patterns across the samples and reports back. For example, with this list of agencies, we asked Claude to go through 20 websites, and it comes back to tell us that many of these companies have client logos or case studies on their website. Some of them are focused on one niche or one vertical, and some of them are actively hiring for roles. Now, each of these can be a different angle. So now when I sit down to write an email sequence, instead of figuring out what's the best thing to say to every single one of these companies, I now have three angles that I can lean into, and I can either have Claude create personalized openers for all of the companies where it finds relevant information, or I can just lead with industry specific case studies, or I can reference the fact that they're hiring and use that as an angle. And this easily saved me 4 to 6 hours worth of work when creating this campaign, because instead of writing multiple email drafts based on a hunch, I'm writing 2 or 3 sequences aimed at smaller segments of my list that I now actually understand. And one more thing, not all of the companies in your list will have sufficient information available for them to fit one of these angles. And these are probably the accounts where over personalizing would actually be a waste. Companies with generic positioning that work with everybody or that don't have any public information about their job posts or about their clients. With these companies, you send them a short, punchy email talking about your value proposition and your offer, and that's it. So this workflow is more around having Claude help you research your list and divide it into the appropriate segments so that the same outreach message that you were about to send becomes more relevant and therefore more effective. Now let's talk about workflow number 4. Now let's say you have an outbound campaign going. What happens after you send the email? The first thing you look for is what percentage of your replies are wrong person replies. These are the kinds of responses where people say, I don't work at that company anymore, I have retired, or I'm not the right person for this, reach out to someone else. Then you're going to look at what percentage of your replies are out of offices or people telling you that they are not interested. If you're getting a disproportionately high number of out of office replies, that could be an indication of seasonality. And more importantly, when you have the AI go through all of these out of office replies, you must ask it to extract phone numbers from these prospects' signature and push all of that information to your SDR's calling list for 2 weeks from now. So that 2 weeks later, when the prospect is back in office, your SDRs can give them a phone call because they got their phone number from the signature and ask them if now is a better time for a conversation. Most people do nothing with their out of office responses, and doing something like this could easily help you squeeze in a few extra opportunities for your pipeline. And finally, saving the best for the last, using Claude to create custom lead magnets at scale. This is one of those tactics that probably has the highest reply rate impact per hour spent. And the premise of doing something like this is simple. If you show up in someone's inbox with something that they actually find useful and that they can implement today and get immediate value from, they will reply to you. With Claude, you're now able to put together resources that are going to be valuable to the end prospect, but you're able to do it at scale. Combining Claude Code and Firecrawl, you can scrape a prospect's website and social media. Then, using your own internal databases and your knowledge of the industry, you can create a template resource, which could be a LinkedIn post, which could be a video script, which could be a LinkedIn carousel, could be an Instagram reel script, could be a cold email sequence. Whatever it is that you specialize in doing, something relevant to your service, you can create a template and then use Claude and Firecrawl to personalize that template to your prospect and send it to the prospect as a form of actual tangible value that is going to make them want to reciprocate. And if they find it useful, if they benefit from the valuable asset that you've sent them, they are going to respond to you and they are going to want to receive more of whatever it is that you're offering. Now, this is going to take a little bit of experimentation to figure out, because the quality of your personalized lead magnet determines the quality and quantity of prospects that you will attract. So I'm going to leave you with a few examples of personalized lead magnets that we know work well. Now, how do you decide whether or not a personalized lead magnet is going to be valuable? A valuable lead magnet accomplishes 2 things. One, it provides instant tangible value, which means once the prospect receives it, if they were to put it to use, they would see the effect from that lead magnet instantaneously. And number 2, it should demonstrate a high perceived level of effort, which means you can't just be sending cookie cutter PDFs or courses to people. It needs to look like something that you put together specifically for the prospect, because that increases the likelihood of them wanting to reciprocate your effort. Examples of good lead magnets are creatives of our personalized creatives in any way, shape, or form. This could be LinkedIn posts, Twitter or X threads, Instagram reel scripts, YouTube video scripts, cold email sequences or briefs, cold email lead lists, or some other form of creative that the prospect can just download and publish and see the results from. All of these do very well as personalized lead magnets because they meet both of the criteria that I outlined earlier. They demonstrate high perceived effort and they are immediately actionable. Other examples of this could be personalized SEO audits, personalized competitor analysis reports, personalized quotes or savings calculations in some way, shape, or form. The possibilities are endless, and you need to look at your service offering and figure out what is the one thing that you can give to the prospect to give them a taste of what it looks like to work with you, ideally to give them some sort of success before you ask them for a call. By the way, if you're planning to implement this, a quick tip would be do not create these personalized lead magnets for everybody. Do not attach them in your first email. Your first email should always be asking people, seeking permission to send the lead magnet. And then once they reply to you, that is when you take their website, take their socials, build the lead magnet and send it over to them. You can do this super quickly using AI. So there you have it. All 5 workflows: research and enrichment pipeline, lead scoring with conversational criteria, discovering new angles, analyzing replies, and custom lead magnets at scale. All 5 of these workflows are immediately actionable. You have no excuses. You just need a Claude subscription, a Serper API key, a Firecrawl key, and whatever data providers you're already using. Now, obviously, the workflows in this video are tools inside a bigger system. Infrastructure, domain setup, copywriting, deliverability, sequence strategy, reply management, and a lot of other things that you need to get right if you want your outbound strategy to work. And that's exactly what our team at Hyperke does. We build and run outbound systems end-to-end for B2B companies. We've sent over 20 million cold emails, generated $29 million in pipeline last year, and we're one of the top 1% of outbound agencies on SmartLead out of 87,000 agencies on their platform. So if you want us to build your outbound system for you, click the first link in the description to book a free call. Best case, we work together and you're booking 10 to 30 qualified demos a month. Worst case, you walk away with a free strategy session that tells you exactly what's broken with your current outbound. Hyperke.com/chat, link in the description.